Be strong and courageous. You are the one that is going to transport your people into the promised land. So this word is taken from Joshua 1:6. Be strong and courageous, for you are the one who will lead these people to possess all the land I swore to their ancestors that I would give them. So today you may be wondering, what is the purpose that is attached in your life? What God has appointed you to do for such a time as this? If you have taken aback and just kind of give a deep thought of what is actually concerning your burden, what is burdening your heart right now, there will be definitely one matter that always makes you to be uncomfortable. Maybe it could be abortion, it could be broken families, maybe alcoholic, maybe certain issues that always causes you to have this such burden and compassion on this type of people who's enduring real life situation. And maybe some of them, you may be having burden of those who are being enslaved by poverty, enslaved by certain things, maybe illnesses. Maybe God has placed that burden upon you and you don't know that was a burden placed by God. Because if you see the story of Moses, even though was as a young child, the mother knew that he was a special child. And when there was an order to kill all children, male children below 2 years old, but the mother, as she knew that Moses was something special, there's something special about Moses, she hid him and she put him in a basket and she exported, let him go in the river, let him go to this Egyptian who was wanting to kill all the Hebrew boys. But you see, miraculously, God preserved Moses until the end. And long story short, many years later, Moses had grown up and he went to visit his own people in Egypt. And when he saw the agony of his people were going through there, he was was laboring so hard. And one of them was getting beaten by the Egyptian. And you see, purpose never let him go, even though, however, he was separated from his mother. But when God has purposed that, even though he didn't really knew his purpose and so on, why is he there, I believe he wouldn't have known. But deep down, when God has planted something, the purpose, when he created each one of us, he has embedded the purpose. The things we have encountered, we have gone through the life experiences, always leads us to the point of discovering our purpose. If you have noticed, you have gone through cycles after cycles, maybe pain, heartbreaks, maybe it could be poverty. You have seen your family have gone through cycles where there's a very low term of rising high. And when a person rises higher, when they come to a successful place, they tend to drop. So that kind of people, maybe you have such a strong passion in wanting to find what is the thing behind that, how to put an end to these generational curses. Maybe that is you, God who has called you. That is the burden that God has placed upon you. Because this is the time God is saying, he has heard the people's groaning. The world has waited for a very long time for this very manifestation of his sons and daughters, God's children, chosen ones. So the chosen ones, the person God specially have prepared them to cater the needs of those people who are struggling in certain issues. Maybe it could be maybe they have lost their loved ones, maybe they have lost their husband, they have lost their father. Maybe you have the strong passion to have a nurturing character, to nurture those people who have lost their parents, who have lost their husband or lost their wife. Maybe you have the strong desire to start up a business or start off a ministry to help this group of people. See, God used Moses to transport the Israelites into their promised land. Irrespective of his skills, he was always telling God, I am a stutterer, I can't speak well and so on. But yet God is saying, God is the one who created a person like this. If he wants a person to have eyes, he will create them like that. because He knows what He has purposed us. There are times in our weakness, that is where God will show up, because in 2 Corinthians we have seen, in our weaknesses, that's where we are made strong. So, in order to showcase God's glory, there are weaknesses where God will exemplify in front of the crowd. People will know this is a very strong place where we are very weak. But in that weakness, yet God has chosen you and me to do His will. Today, you may be having this burden in your heart, thinking that there is something, it's been very long, like a nagging feeling within you, that you have such strong passion for a for a for a ministry or something like that, maybe to cater to the needs of people, and you always try to find the meaning to life. And today this video is speaking to you that the burden is God has placed in you, is His way of calling. He will speak to you in this coming season, just like how He spoke to Moses through this bush, this blazing bush. He will speak to you in ways will capture your heart. God is trying to get your attention. There are times He's trying to speak through people. He's trying to speak through, sometimes He's social media to speak. There are times you can't hear, you can't perceive. But today the Lord is speaking to you if you are the one listening to this. Just how God used Moses to redeem, to set the captives free and lead them to their promised land. God is preparing you to lead people who are attached to your purpose. God knows what He has planned for you. So today is your time to discover, and this is a season God is unraveling things that was kept concealed for a time. He's unraveling it. He's speaking to you. So today, as you draw closer to the Lord and seek His face and asking what He wants to do through you, because He has such an amazing plan to redeem people who are lost there through you. You are a blessing to people. You may not see yourself right now, but you are an immense blessing to people. You may not know how you're impacting the world with your smile, with your text message, with your character, your personality, with your way you show up in the midst of crisis, the way you encourage, the vibes you exhibit. Everything do counts. You don't need to be mimicking another person, a top celebrity. You are special and uniquely created by Abba Father. So I just want to encourage you. Wanted to go more deeper in this, but I feel the Lord just want me to speak just briefly on this for today. And I hope that this will give you a renewed mind and a drawing to God, to know Him, to say yes to whatever He calls you to do. That burden was placed by God. That vision that God is showing is popping for a very long time, very young age. You have a lot of visions, you have desires. You're not crazy, you're not too over ambitious. That is God's way of leading you. It doesn't make sense at that time, but it will all make sense right now. As you are in the threshold of a new beginning, God is taking you and making you to embark on His new journey. It may be challenging at times, but the Lord is with you. His word is saying, be strong and courageous. Just like how God was with Moses and with Joshua, He is also with you and me. If He has called you, He has appointed you, He has put that burden, He has planted that seed within you. It's for a nation. Maybe you have such drawing to a particular nation. You have seen the crises, you have seen the poverty, the lifestyle. Maybe you are blessed with the resources. Could it be that God is calling you? Or maybe you could be a person who has that burden, who have no resources. I pray that God will give you the connection. He will also bless you the resources. He will raise you like just how He raised Joseph. So God bless you. I hope this word have enlightened. And may God empower you to fulfill your destiny, or to discover your purpose first, to understand who God created you to be. So whatever the attack, the enemy that is showcase your negative side, God can use what is in your hand right now. Just like how He asked Moses, what is in your hand? He's asking you right now, what is in your hand? That is the thing God is looking for. God bless you. You are a blessing to nations. Rise up.